On behalf of the University of Jordan, I would like to thank you all that we are having us here, me and my colleague, Professor Mohammed Rashid. So I would like to present our part in the PROMET project, which we already participated in the previous one, which is Be Ready. So we have this very achievements to enhancing for protection of marine environment. So the University of Jordan actually is the oldest university in Jordan. It's established in 1962. It's the largest and oldest university. Of course, the idea for any university is to offering a wide range of undergraduate and graduate schools and programs. We recently ranked in 368 in QS World University Ranking, and we have 24 schools offering over 100 program, and it's, every year it's increasing. We strongly focus on research and interdisciplinary studies and internationally accredited program. The schools including, diverse in subjects like arts, science, medicine, engineering, business, and law, and other schools. Research Center is also focused in different aspects. I will focus on the marine studies, which is the last two parts in this slide. School of Basic and Marine Sciences established in 2009 in Aqaba city, and the University of Jordan has a branch there, just to extend their arms to the south, the very south part of Jordan. And also we have a center, we call it Marine Science Station. It's established in 1974. So both the school and the institute work together because both they have integration, collaboration to do the academic and research part to protect the marine environment in the Gulf Aqaba. So I just telling you now that both the Marine Science Station and the School of Basic Sciences, Marine and Basic Sciences, are collaborating in order to serve the marine research facilities and also to provide a hub of international scientists to study the tropical or subtropical marine ecosystem, which is really unique marine environment there. We have different or many research projects we conducted with the partners, and particularly from Italy, University of Genoa, and other partners around the world. This is just a list of selective projects that all concerns about the environment protection and also to enhancing the protocols to having the best solutions or to mitigate or to prevent any effects of the man from the human or from the environment. Gulf Aqaba is very small, is 180 kilometers long, and maximum has a width of 25 kilometers. So it's semi-enclosed. They have only one entrance through the Strait of Tiran that separate the Gulf Aqaba from the Red Sea. The northern Gulf Aqaba, which is the Jordanian side, and this is the only outlet for Jordan, is having a very priority to protect this region. Actually, we have only 27 kilometers as Jordan, and all the different uses from tourists, from the government, from to have a protection area. So all these things are organized in just 27 kilometers. Actually, the Gulf Aqaba is vulnerable for any pollution. The exchange is limited to Red Sea through the Strait of Tiran. There's no rivers. There's no run in the Gulf Aqaba. So any pollutants is coming or discharged in the Gulf, it will really be very affected and will be seriously may damage the unique biodiversity of the ecosystem, particularly the coral reef. Here we have the north, I just show you the north ports, we have the south ports, and we have in the middle port here, the container port. So all these activities really make a stress on the marine environment. So any accident of oil pollution could be occurred, and we need such as this project to help us to give the decision makers to take the action or steps to prevent or at least to mitigate the effects of oil pollutions. It's not really easy to have oil pollution in Gulf Aqaba without any serious effects. Our role in this project is to provide real data measurements in order to verifying the model of DSS in order to increase the percentage of confidence that we have real or mostly less errors in the outcomes of the model. So we are sharing all the work packages, but we are focusing on give or provide the real measurements according to current movement or current circulation and meteorological conditions. So far, dissemination is part of our project, of course. We have different the dissemination and capitalization plan. This is just an example following that we disseminated in order to for public to know more about the permit projects. Just for example, the meetings, of course, we use in our language in Arabic in order to our local community to know what is this project is aims. Different media we use, and also even in the radio of the University of Jordan, I give also details about this project. And this is another dissemination. So as I told, the Gulf Aqaba is actually in the northern part of the Gulf of Gulf Aqaba. We have, this is the coastline of Jordan, is 27 kilometers. And the Marine Science Station is located here where we make the measurements for the current meter, for the water movement. We purchased in this project the weather station in order to having the meteorological parameters like wind speed, wind direction, humidity, air temperature. We have generated or produced the data from this station, and of course it will help us to know how is the wind direction is blowing over the Gulf Aqaba, and even the speed of the wind in this region, because it's very important for the surface water that controlling mainly on the water surface is the wind-driven force. And here the air pressure and air temperature. So we collecting all these data in order to provide to make verification and help in the DSS modeling. Also, we have purchased from BRD project a current meter, and this is used to measure the water current speed and direction. We use this location in order to generate general information, how is the seasonality of the water current is in the northern Gulf Aqaba. We produce, this is just pictures of deployment of the current meter in this region. And this is the main results for one period of deployment. And we can see is very interesting results that we have here, a little bit homogeneous changeable of the water current speed. And I have analyzed the reasons for that. I can talk about it very quickly. And since the Gulf Aqaba is semi-enclosed, the wind is mostly 95% is northern wind. So the wind-driven force is very dominant on the surface water. that revealing it to go to the south for the surface level. But the changeable of the current speed is also related to the tidal current that has almost signals. We make a spectrum analysis of this data and we find diurnal signal mainly in all the level of the water column and semi-diurnal signal also, but the dominant is 24 hours signal we have in the water current. This actually reflects on the wind speed and also in wind direction. More or less is clear that we have a periodic change on the direction of the water current. This is of course related to something that have a dominant force with periodic function. And when we have two actually driven forces that affecting in this shape of periodic is the tidal current, and also Coriolis force is playing a role that the time period for circular motion due to the Coriolis force, if we use the latitude of the Gulf Aqaba, it will be also 24 hours. And we have the tide is also, we have semi-diurnal 12 and diurnal period with 24 hours. So both our driven forces is also combining together to have somehow of circular motion. And this is also approved previously from articles that the Gulf Aqaba exist along the Gulf Aqaba with multi-series of eddies or small gyres. I cannot call it gyres because it's very small. So here in the Gulf Aqaba, we are talking about open motion among the countries that are around the Gulf Aqaba. We have 4 countries in the Gulf Aqaba: Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and also we have 2 other countries in the west. So any pollutants is really discharged inside the water of the Gulf Aqaba will reach all these countries. And with simple model I did, it's need just 72 hours that this pollutants will cover most of the 4 countries. So the issue is very serious. So this project, I'm sure this will help us, the decision maker, to prevent or at least to mitigate the effects of any pollutants from oil spills or even from NHS chemicals. We have stakeholders in the Gulf Aqaba that's really helping us, and we involve them in from the beginning of the projects, and they knew about the projects from Be Ready. So they are looking forward actually to having serious, powerful, accurate DSS model from this project, and we almost there. And this is just example for few names, governmental and also NGOs and even academic bodies as stakeholders and end users for this project. And thank you.